Hi, everyone. So this is Shauna, the Tax Goddess and Chief Tax Strategist for TaxGoddess.com, StrategicTaxCoach.com, and DropMyTaxes.com. And yes, you caught me laughing, and it's because I am with the very handsome Mr. Fred Kroin, my favorite executionist. And so I'm super happy to be here with him today on our channel, Tax Strategies That Save Entrepreneurs Thousands Each Year. We are here dedicated to bring you education, entertainment, inspiration to all the business owners, to the self-employed people. And, it's just always such a joy to be on with the very handsome Mr. Fred Kroin. So Fred, what are we talking about today?
Well, today we're going to talk about delegating. Why is it important, and how should you do it to be effective at it?
Okay.
Let me quickly clear up the executionist part. At least I don't kill people. I help businesses and business owners and people in general execute better. So with that, one of the things that people in responsible positions, whether they're big companies or small companies, is they tend to get focused on the wrong particular jobs that they do. I tend to break jobs simplistically up into three categories based on how much you'd pay a person to do them. So they're $1,000 an hour jobs, $100 an hour jobs, and $10 an hour jobs. And if you're running a company, simply, again, regardless of size, the things that are strategic to that company are $1,000 an hour jobs.
Okay.
The administrative work, the answering the phones are critical to the business, but they're probably the $100 or $10 an hour jobs. If you're running the company, you should be doing $1,000 an hour jobs only. Even if you're a solo entrepreneur, you should find ways to minimize the trivial many and focus on the vital few, as we used to say in my workshops. So delegate is important because you want to get the right person doing the right job, and more importantly, you want to get the less important critical tasks, the less strategic tasks, the tactical stuff off your desk as a business owner. So how do you do that? How do you delegate well? Well, first of all, it starts primarily with identifying the task and finding the right person to do it. So that's number one. I actually have a workshop that's probably a couple of hours on how do you delegate well, but we'll try to get it condensed into the time that we have allotted today for the benefit of your listeners. So find the right person. Make sure that when you give it to them, you have your best communication practices out. Communicate freely. Give all the information that they need. Tell them all the challenges you think they'll face it. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't make it, oh, don't worry, honey, you can do this job. It's fine. I mean, okay, aside from the sexual harassment remark in the honey, I was talking to some other guy. But in any case, you want to make sure that you give the information freely and you don't hold anything back. It's not about your knowing more than them. It's that them being successful in this important job that you're giving away. Focus on results. Don't focus on how they're going to do it. Don't tell them how to do the job. Leaders focus on why and what. Managers and people who deliver work focus on how. So let them do the how part. Does it really matter that if they do it the same way you would do it? Probably not if the end result is right. So focus on results. Key to what we always talk about in SMART goals, the T in SMART goals stands for time. Make sure the goals are time bound. You're giving someone a job to do, negotiate how long it's going to take. You may need it by Tuesday, they may want 2 weeks to do it. Negotiate that to where together you can live with it. Don't make it a firefight if it doesn't have to be, because then when you really have something critical, it'll sound like just another firefight. So negotiate deadlines, but make sure you have them, because otherwise anything you delegate becomes a wish to them.
Oh, there you go.
Also, avoid the tendency to have a committee to do something. Delegate to one person. If you need a team of people to do something, or even if it's two people, make one person the lead and one person the quarterback. Because if you have two people do it, then when they come back and you say, why isn't this done? They each give the corporate salute, which is exactly right. Oh, I thought she was going to do that, or I thought he was going to do that. So give the job to one person. Not a question of of who's better at it. You just need someone to be accountable for the work. And you need someone to make sure that they're getting it done. And then step back. Don't interfere. Let them do the work. Don't stick your nose in it every other day and say, how's it going? Or did you do this yet? Or did you do that yet? Or did you let them do it? Okay? Obviously, you need to support them in any disputes that may arise. Sometimes you may have contention for resources within an organization. And sometimes the people on the team may not have the authority to make those decisions. So support them. If you've got two groups working together, each of whom has a boss, sometimes you may have to break the tie. So support them in disputes. The next to last point is follow up. When I say don't interfere, do follow up. You can delegate, but you can't abdicate. It still means you want it done. So make sure you follow up with them. If the deadline rolls around and they haven't shown up with the work or whatever the report or task, call them up. Where is it? This was the date we agreed on. How's it going? Anything I can do to help? Again, you want to be constructive and help them along with it. And last, and maybe most importantly, give full credit to them if the job gets done right, and be prepared to take the blame if it doesn't get done right. Because chances are it is your fault if it doesn't done. You're the boss. You're the manager. You didn't give them the resources. You didn't help them when they needed. You weren't there for them. You didn't explain it right. So it's your fault if it doesn't work. And they did a great job, and recognize them publicly if you can when they do it right and get it done. So those are my hints around delegating, Shauna. I hope that's helpful for you.
Ooh, that's helpful. But my goodness, there's a lot of key instructions and thoughts and pieces in there. And so, guys, this is, as Fred started off by saying, this is a 2-hour workshop that we just, smushed into about 6 minutes. So if you guys want to learn more, definitely go to Fred. Head to Fred's website. There's a great ebook there. Align Goals or Goal Partners, right, Fred?
Yeah, so the two, www.aligngoals.com or www.goalpartners.com. And there's an ebook on strategic planning and a process to accomplish your goals faster. The interesting thing about when I do a delegation workshop is I use some Hollywood movie clips with actors who never intended to teach delegation, but they're wonderful examples, both good and bad, on how to or how not to delegate. So it makes it really a fun workshop.
Woo! Love it. Well, thank you, Fred, as usual, for being such a brilliant expert for our channel here. So thank you for being here with us today.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me. Now go out and execute.
Woohoo! Okay, but the good kind. Thank you, Fred. And for those of you that are here with us for the first time, remember to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon, show us some love. We'd love some thumbs up. We'd love some shares. We want to get this knowledge out to all the other business owners, entrepreneurs, crazy self-employed people out there. So please spread the love and join us on our Facebook group. If you have questions, we're going to try and convince Fred maybe to join Facebook, but we'll see. But if you have questions, post them in the Facebook group and we'll at least get you answers or get you connected with the right person. So it's Tax Strategies That Save Entrepreneurs Thousands, hosted by Tax Goddess on Facebook. So thanks very much for joining, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.